Good morning, wonderful, happy, beautiful people. It's another lovely day here in South Africa. I hope it is with you as well. Harlow and I have just had a nice long walk. I'm still on it at the moment. He's over there in the shadows looking very exhausted. It's getting quite warm because summer's on the way back, so he's getting quite warm. What I wanted to quickly chat about was an interesting thing in life, and something just is kind of resonating with me as I was walking this morning. It's very affirming for me when I think about this particular subject, is that through life we are constantly gathering tools, we're gathering information, and as we go through, when we're young, we do the obvious, we do our education. So through school you learn your physics, your maths, your English, your art and all that jazz, and it's different expressions of ourselves. We find our personal interests. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. Sometimes it takes a lifetime of exploration to find out what it is we enjoy. But we gather these tools as we go. We read books, we watch movies, and we learn about how the world works, how humans work, how animals work, and then we sort of go down roads of what it is that we enjoy, and we gather all these tools. And frequently, unfortunately, there isn't a large handbook that's just kind of the things that humans need to know to be able to operate in the world. I remember when I was younger, I always wondered why there wasn't kind of standard approaches to relationships or standard approaches to many things. The interesting thing is that it's a separate conversation, but the structures that we've put in place that are the standards have become so archaic, such as there's various elements in the human experience that I think need consistent reviewing. And I think that is a bit of a metaphor for the whole process, and the reason why there isn't a manual for how life works is because it does adopt and change. I'm 38 now. If I look back at when I was younger, there was no mobile phones, there was no social media. The internet was just coming in, and it made a lot of noise on your desk when you started it up, doing that ping, badong, badong, noises as you connected to the internet. And look at it now, and how the world changes, which changes our entire experience of life. And the world is moving so fast now that it's hard to keep up. And this is where the gathering of tools becomes all the more important, and us being quite aware of what it is that we need to gather and the directions we not need to go, but the directions for ourselves. And for the world at large, of course, for our jobs, for otherwise, but for ourselves, and that will help inform our general experience of life. And this is why at the start I say this is quite affirming for me, is because this is where coaching really comes in. I have a coach. I think everybody should have a coach. It's just an incredible way for someone to guide us to find the inspiration with ourselves through compassion and help us find the answers. Because a guide's job is not to give the answers. It's not someone who's the all-knowing, all-being. And it's not that when you come to a guide there's something wrong with you, like there's a psychological issue or anything like that. Coming to a coach is all about having transformational conversations, and what that means is having a powerful conversation, having conversations where you're bringing up items, questions are being asked, intriguing questions, powerful questions, that then lead you towards finding the answer, because there are as many answers as there are people in the world. And the reason that is because your experience of life is completely different to mine, as is every single other person that you know. We are all unique in that aspect. So finding the right answers for you is a mission that you need to go on, and we are all on it constantly. The sad thing is when we don't find it, and this is a common human expression, is that we always go towards the negative before we go towards the positive. People don't realize how beautiful they are, don't realize how powerful they are, how much opportunity they have, strength they have. Even if we hear it from other people, we would much rather believe that we're weak, that we can't, that we're incapable. And it's a strange condition that we all have. However, it is there. And again, this is where coaching comes in to really help just get past that and those aha moments. And for me, when I see those aha moments on my clients' faces, that's what it's all about. When you just guide them through the conversation, everything, people from career problems, from just being sort of very low on themselves, people wanting to reconnect with themselves, not knowing why they aren't achieving what they want in life, relationship issues, all sorts. It's just when you're kind of stuck in life and you have these conversations, and when someone is truly actively listening to you and truly asking intriguing questions, it's amazing how the answers within ourselves come to the surface. So I recommend you speak with a coach, but do it. Find someone that works for you. Chat with me. See what's out there. It's very liberating. So that was just a thought to share with you this morning. So that's now 5 minutes already. Thanks for listening if you still are. And of course, the reason you came the good old press-ups. Here we go. That's it. Have a fantastic day, everybody, and stay classy.